Okay, collective. Lip here with another intuitive message. Intuitive message. So, I don't know why, but thick is something thick. So I don't know, in the thick of things, something's thick. Thick is significant. Someone could be thick. I don't know. Something about also somebody. Okay, don't blame someone for. So not, it's like somebody feels like they messed up or something like that, but somebody doesn't blame someone for how they feel. Like blocking. Yep, blocking out. So something happened. Okay, so the last solar eclipse, I don't know when that was, but whenever the last solar eclipse was, is the around the time that I'm picking up. It's the full moon right now. But something was eclipsed out, or somebody eclipsed somebody out, or something. Somebody feels like they've been eclipsed out. I'm picking up on a lot of like love songs. I don't know. Taurus, bull. So stubborn. Someone could have been stubborn. Sturdy though. Sultry. So somebody, okay, so somebody's thick. Somebody could be like maybe a thick, like sultry, like what, voluptuous type. Okay. Um, Something about someone's stubborn. Okay. Bull. Desire. Somebody may desire to do something, but they're being stubborn to act or something, or they were being stubborn, or somebody is in regret for acting like in a stubborn way, like maybe treating someone, yeah, like not good, like they fucked up, like being stubborn, da da da. Yeah. Taurus. Second sign of the zodiac, Taurus, is symbolized by the stubborn bull. Taurus is an earthy, sultry sign. So yeah, something about like, very voluptuous energy. Stiff. Ruled by Venus. Okay, so that's relationships. Ruled by Venus, beauty. Beauty. So this is about something about beauty, okay? Maybe somebody feels like once somebody eclipsed somebody out of their life, all of a sudden their beauty got better or something. I kept picking up on that. Like, you're the most prettiest I've ever, like, you've ever looked to me or something like that. Yeah, blocking out. So maybe, I was getting that maybe, like not loving me is like loving yourself is like not loving me, whatever that song is. But somebody eclipse things out of their life to like embrace new opportunities, maybe go after their dreams. Maybe, someone was tired of like pouring into somebody that wasn't like enriching for someone spiritually, mentally, physically, whatever at that point. Yeah. But something about somebody feels like somebody's perfect, okay? Maybe perfect for them, perfect to manifest dream, like manifest, a good life with or something, like to have a happy life and stuff like that. So maybe someone wasn't ready. Maybe somebody, yeah, wasn't prepared, like wasn't, you know, to really learn about like what it takes to be happy and in a relationship and put towards. I don't know why I'm getting happy life, happy wife or something like that. Stress. So somebody doesn't want to be a form of stress for someone. Somebody wants to make sure someone's happy. Okay? So maybe somebody realizes that they were behaving stubbornly and like foolish, like, and that maybe somebody uh, deserves like the best of the best, Somebody's beautiful inside and out. Okay, ruled by Venus, Tauruses enjoy the life of luxury and are not afraid to put in the long hours and effort to really get what they want. So this person really wants to put in the work, okay? And that, obviously, if somebody really wants you and wants to be with you after, especially after you, they're gonna know that they need to put in the work towards it. Or, it has to be equal, 50-50, Yeah, it just does. To really get what they want. They may work hard and play harder. Okay? Tauruses get attention when they enter a room and are known for their fashion sense. Yeah, so again, somebody could be somebody that's very attractive, gets a lot of attention, or somebody knows this, or somebody. So this is what I'm saying. Somebody sees this, like, okay, somebody that, a divine feminine, somebody, or divine masculine, somebody that you would want to, would be a good partner, would be, and is also good looking and very fashionable and, a hard worker, committed to working to manifest their dreams, embrace new opportunities. Taurus is the best bae out there. Yes, so something about being the best bae out there. Like somebody feels like you're perfect for them, and definitely among the sexiest. Definitely among the sexiest. So somebody feels like they were behaving very stubbornly, and this minor aspect, also known as a quincunx in conjunct. Quincunx. Quin. Isn't that 5 quintuplets? This minor aspect, also known as the quincunx, is found when planets or other astrological points are 150 degrees apart from each other. So something apart from each other. Inconjunct aspects create tension and difficulty between these celestial bodies. So something about tension, the tension that's separated. Okay? Or there could have been other things that were causing tension and difficulty between two people coming together. They just don't get each other. Or just could be, or somebody could have felt like maybe at some time y'all didn't get each other, or this may lead you to compartmentalize or separate these different energies in your life so that they aren't at constant odds with one another. So somebody could have been trying to kind of compartmentalize, like having someone check all the boxes, but is realizing that's not how it is. Like, you know what I mean? Like, separate those different energies and automatically write it off as like, now, tension or something like that. Yeah, it's like viewing a solar eclipse should never look directly at one. It's a spiritually and visually enriching experience. So something about not viewing things like at face value, or something about direct. Astray. Somebody went astray. Named after the Greek goddess of justice, this astray represents good judgment and can bring clarity to how you stick to your commitments and make decisions aligned with your values and beliefs. So somebody went astray. Wasn't practicing good judgment, wasn't committed. Okay. Okay, and can bring clarity to how you stick to your commitments and make decisions aligned with your values and beliefs. So somebody was making decisions that weren't aligned with the your values and beliefs or their own values and beliefs, or yeah, something about commitments. Maybe someone wasn't willing to commit, or would always blow off commitments if there was plans made or whatever it is. Okay. Also brings light through in times of challenge. Yes. So something about challenge, sunlight. So somebody brings the sunlight. Somebody's realizing this, like that somebody was the sunlight. Like they could be in the dark right now, Appears in where this asteroid appears in your astrology chart emphasizes your ability to stay with your goals and endure difficult moments in your life with hope and faith throughout the process. So somebody maybe knows that something about hope and faith that someone's going to be able to stick through, maybe committing and being there, being a part, of relationship, a part of, meeting goals and enduring difficult. Yeah, something about, the thick of things. Yes. Are you going to stick around when it gets down to the thick of things? You know what I mean? Everything's all fine and dandy, but when it really gets down, okay, to really having to exercise good judgment and make good decisions, and really what, if two people, have the same values, beliefs, align with the same things, or if it's just too difficult, times of challenge. And if somebody's willing to be accepting to work through that, if somebody feels like the love in the relationship is healthy and beneficial enough to really compromise. I mean, that's what a relationship is about, compromise. Semi-square. This is a minor aspect in Australia. Australia. Down under. I was getting down under earlier. Upside down, down under. This is a minor aspect in astrology. Semi-square. Found when planets or other astrological points are 45 degrees apart. 45. It isn't a full-out square or a super fabulous sextile either. The semi-square signals healthy competition between the celestial bodies and has the potential to be beneficial if you put in the work. Exactly. It's a motivational position that is rewarded through personal perseverance and patience. So, like I said, it takes patience, perseverance, motivated. If you could reconcile the energies of this aspect, great things will follow. So that's what somebody's thinking about. If you can reconcile certain things that obviously cause tension in the beginning. So somebody may be realizing the things that they need to change, maybe starting to see from someone else's point of view, in the separation, or both people can. Yeah, water, emotions. Somebody's in their emotions. Okay? Intuitive, imaginative, and deeply connected to their emotions. These signs dive deep into their souls for spiritual discovery. So somebody's having some kind of discovery, okay? Water takes on the shape of its container, and for many water signs, it can be difficult to decide whether or not their container, a situation, a relationship, a place, is truly beneficial in the long run. Water signs are the natural healers of the zodiac, often dedicating their time to help save the world. Flexibility to move along with someone. So somebody could be very dedicated to their mission, very dedicated to their way of life, their lifestyle, and it's going to be maybe a little more difficult or cause tension if somebody doesn't align with someone else's values, and somebody's worked a long way, so somebody knows that. Reassess your intentions. First quarter. In this phase, the moon is 50% lit. 50-50, I'm telling you. With the sun illuminating its right side. The name first quarter comes from the fact that the moon is a quarter way through its Earth orbit. This phase brings growth and understanding to the lessons of the new moon. And it can also test your commitment to those lessons. So something about a test of commitment. The first quarter moon, try it if you're not amazed. Something about trying. The first quarter moon is a perfect time to reassess your intentions and decide what part of your plans need to be revised. People born in this phase are typically passionate and action oriented. First quarter. So somebody, is passionate for someone. Reassess your intentions, decide what parts of your plan. Earth. Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn are earth signs. Their earthly vibes are patient and practical with a huge capacity for love. These signs are extremely organized and love to plan things in advance. So it's different. So somebody's different. The grounding energy that they give off often makes others comfortable in their presence, and they are able to handle multiple emotional situations at once. With their calm demeanor and level headedness, earth signs are the go tos in a crisis. Yeah, I feel very calm in this reading for some reason. Like very calm, direct, informative, like you know what I mean? Like very grounded. And yeah, whoever this is. Extremely organized. Is that what you want to do? So something about deciding if this is what they want, if this is something someone wants to do, like coming at it from a place of level-headedness, calmness, blah blah blah, from a place of love. Name for the Roman goddess Pallas. This asteroid, also referred to as Pallas Athena, represents wisdom, creative intelligence, and reason. Where she appears in your chart can help you understand how you seek knowledge and solve problems. Pallas is also associated with warfare and can indicate where you take matters into your own hands, creating a plan of action around major life-changing opportunities. So something about reason. Being the reason. Something warfare. Yeah, okay. So witchcraft, spiritual warfare, being the reason for some kind of life-changing event. Okay, somebody's life could have changed drastically because of negative warfare, spiritual warfare, or war. Look, fire. Yeah, fire. Venus, Mercury. Okay, so somebody, it feels fire, okay, so fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, are the most passionate and zestful signs of the zodiac. They express themselves with motivation and determination, and sometimes through sheer force. You may need to grab the extinguisher if things get heated with a fire sign, as their impulsive actions may lead to some real destruction. But even if they are quick to argue, they are also the first to forgive and will step up for the underdog in a fight. They are also extremely loyal and generous. Their smoldering sensuality is ultra passionate, making them among the sexiest signs in the zodiac. Yeah, see, so somebody's very sexy. Somebody's a force, okay? Something about, yesterday I was getting that. Somebody needs to put that fire out, or put that fire out. Something like passion. Somebody's passionate. Yeah, to come together. Venus represents our romantic inclinations and pleasures. It also governs our relationship with money, past, present, and future. It expresses our taste, including preferences in art and style, and represents how we choose to live a luxurious, good life. Venus is at its best when surrounded by amorous and tender affections. On a bad day, Venus can become jealous when not given enough attention, often resorting to passive acts to try to gain dominance over a situation. Venus moves through a different sign of the zodiac every 3 to 4 weeks, except when in retrograde. Wow. So somebody could have been living a different kind of life in the past, like always trying to do things, going out, and maybe dealing with someone, like different people all the time. 3 to 4. I don't know, 3 to 4 weeks, but had different relationships or something. Mercury, yeah, somebody was more expressive, and Mercury represents expression and communication. Mercury rules how we communicate, whether through in-person conversations, texts, emails, or phone calls. Known for being analytical and curious, Mercury, which changes signs approximately every 14 days except when in retrograde, can help us better understand our own thoughts so that we can gain clarity in all situations and relationships. Mercury is also known as the trickster, especially when in retrograde. So something about somebody was playing tricks or something. Somebody, turning tricks. Someone could have been like being promiscuous or something on the side or something like that. Someone could have been like prostituting for some reason. Like someone could have not known that or found that out. Yeah. Yeah, nodes of destiny. Something about destiny. Nodes of destiny or lunar nodes are 2 points in the birth chart determined by mapping the relationship between the moon's orbit and the sun's path through the zodiac. Okay, yeah, the nodes of destiny. South node and the north node change signs every year and a half. The location of the south node represents our past life karma and the things we need to let go of so we can evolve. The location of the North Node, also called the True Node, shows our purpose and destiny in this lifetime, what we want to accomplish and achieve. Okay. Something about destiny. Something is destined. Okay? To change.